Fala.
My man.
How we doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Nice to be back, bud. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
How was the trip?
It was a trip. Shout out to Mac Miller. First time I went to her hometown of Wichita, which if you're from Wichita, they call it Wichita, which is a way better name, Wichita.
Did any background on the name of the,
Of the town?
Very unique.
The town is back that way.
Yeah. It's like when people talk about like Saskatchewan.
Regina, Saskatchewan.
Like that's what they say. Well, anyone mentions Wichita to me, it's like, what?
Yeah. No, it's, listen, if you're looking for some land up to develop, there's fucking tons of it out there. There's tons of it out there. But, it was crossing off the list. Shout out to Midwest Billboards. They put up a welcome to Wichita fella. I thought that was a class act by Mac Miller and Boss Liz. Yeah.
Incredible.
Nice, yeah. So we're going to take a picture of it. And there's this fucking cracked out guy with his shirt off over beside me. And he's like yelling at me. And I'm like, hurry up and take the fucking picture here before I'm going to have to fight this fucking guy. He's over there with his shirt off. He's like shadow boxing to himself. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Was it in the middle of the highway or?
It was right off the highway. You know what it feels like? Like your
hometown.
My hometown is probably worse than Wichita. No disrespect to Port Hope, but it's very spread out.
Yeah.
Like it's. I felt like I was in the movie Twister. Remember the movie Twister?
For sure.
Like you could see how you could chase a tornado.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Like you look down the road, it's like fuck. You could see a tornado in Oklahoma and just keep fucking humming.
What state is it in?
Kansas. Yeah, Kansas.
What's the capital of Kansas?
Fuck. It's not Lawrence. That's where KU is, where Joe D went, and they have a good basketball program.
It's not Kansas City.
No, Kansas.
You guys will never get it.
I know. She told me.
Come on, Max. Give us a
Max, do you know it?
I do.
Okay, tell me, because I'm not. Hold on. It's like Tecumseh or something.
That's close.
Yeah.
Topeka.
Topanga. Remember Topanga from Boys Meet?
Sure do.
She threw out the first pitch the other day at some ball game. She still looked pretty good.
Really?
And she went to the mound, which made me feel like even more of a pussy because I never went to
Boy Meets World, right?
That
was like high school style. You said the posters.
Yeah, I used to love Topanga.
Yeah.
I used to love her.
What a name.
Yeah. I went to a Top Golf there.
Yeah.
Still should have brought a Top Golf to fucking Irvine would be perfect for a Top Golf.
No, I'm still waiting for some Padel around here.
Top
Golf can slide second.
Yeah, you know what?
I've got enough golf courses, right?
Yeah, if you had a lot of people, I'm sure it would be more fun. But there was no TVs out there. Like the games were on. It was Sunday afternoon. The games were on. Like put the fucking TVs out there.
So
I don't know.
They averaged it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't spend any money
Yeah.
at the Top Golf there because the ones in like
it was nice
Phoenix are sick.
It was sick, but I just thought that the TVs, the way they did the one in Wichita, they could have done better.
Gotcha.
Outside,
Gotcha. Yeah, Top Golf. I don't know. Not much of a Top Golf player.
Yeah, it's it was kind of fun, but I'm sure if you had a bigger group, it'd be all right. But it's like bowling, right? It's fun for an hour. Then your back hurts, your shoulder hurts, your wrist hurts from bowling.
I like bowling.
You do?
I do.
We should go bowling.
10-pin bowling.
Lucky strike.
It's all about finding the right ball though. I got big fucking as do you. Like my knuckles, So you got to find the ones with the big holes.
Banana hands.
Yeah.
Like Shallow Hal. Remember Shallow Hal when he was in the elevator with your boy Tony Robbins? He's like, oh, you see their banana hands when he puts his hand. But beautiful little town, honestly. A great golf course there. What was it called? Flint Hills.
Flint Hills
is supposed to be one of the nicest courses.
Did you play?
No, I just went out there and checked out how it looked in the neighborhood. Tell you what, me and you often sit on this very studio and complain about money. Money goes a long way there. You get a fucking banger house for a fucking one banana. Banger. Whatever you need. Tub, fucking higher banker chamber, hot tub, cold tub, fucking time machine for the up dog. You can get whatever you want there, bro. A lot of land there, Ups. A lot of land.
I might have to just look into this.
Yeah.
Realtor.com.
I want to say one thing though is my girl's driving. It puts stress on the relationship. Halfway through I had to say, hey, I'm driving. Right? Crazy, awful driver. Awful driver.
And even in a hometown like that, you probably know the roads like the back of your hand. And
she doesn't. So does that ever stress you and your girl out driving here?
Christina's actually a really good driver.
Okay.
I give her that. Hope you're listening. Because at times she gives me shit for being too close to the line. Like that I'm too close
to the inside line?
I go, just relax here, right? We're fine. I got this under control. I'm not texting. Often I'll look at her and be like, get off your phone. That's the only thing.
Dude, that's what Mac Miller too. I'm like, get off your fucking phone. I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's Kansas. Everything we can see over there. We can see over there. Like, don't worry, I got you here. Like, pay attention. I just remember my mom and dad when it came to driving, especially when my parents, small town folks, would go to Toronto, you could bank that there was going to be a fight. Like my mom and dad are just arguing over something. So me and Mac got in a little bit of a disagreement over the driving. I was like, kind of reminded me of my mom and dad. So I'm like, maybe this is just hard on relationships in general. Like stay away from driving with each other.
Yeah,
I think Uber.
Yeah, I think of my mom, Mandy. She would not drive in any other town other than Fort McMurray and fucking Newfoundland. She's not stepping behind the wheel in any other city. There's no chance, and that's just due to the like a 4-lane highway, 5-lane highway. She might as well jump out of an airplane. She's that scared.
No, I remember my parents first came out to California. Like the 405 can be intimidating, right? I remember first time I drove on it, I was like in one. It's probably baked with you driving. But my dad and mom were like, holy, look at all the lanes, eh? Look at all the lanes out here. I'm like, yeah, because you got to be aggressive, bud. If you're going to make a play, you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, like usually we got two and one's coming this way and the other one's going that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the old Highway 7 back home.
Yeah, 73 for me.
Watch out for deers and mooses and skunks.
By the way, I was checking up on the house in Aspen on the on the Arlo app, right?
Like your house?
Yeah, I was just bored last night.
What's an Arlo app? I don't even know what that is.
It's like it's your home kind of security system. There's different ones. Nest has one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So Arlo is what we use.
Gotcha.
And so you can fine tune the filters to see what's like vehicle, person.
Was that when the one time we saw the bear?
Well, animal. I put animal, and then I just started scrolling through the days, and it clips them. Like Max clips, you and Princey clip our show. This clips the fucking whenever an animal comes on. Sometimes it's a squirrel, sometimes it's a fucking, bird, a bird. Well, there's been 2 bears fucking showing up every day. Every day. This one's small, one's a big brown bear, one's a small little, looks like a black bear. This cat's showing up with a bunch of deer, big antlers, big fucking antlers. But it's been crazy watching these bears just cruise around our deck. Like they walk up and down the stairs. It's fucking crazy.
I was on social media this weekend of a bear encounter. It was like a little bear, but this like the mom had her daughter and the other ones were sitting. It was like a table like this.
I did see.
Is it Mexico?
Mexico, right? And literally this bear.
Fucking bears.
They were
in
like
Mexico.
They were like,
come on,
because you're not supposed to move, right? Like if a bear comes,
it depends. There's different. Yes.
Depends on the fucking bear, doesn't it?
No, so I thought you were going to mention, and this is sad, but up in Canada in Banff, there was a grizzly bear attack, killed 2 people and their dog.
No,
two people and their animal. This came out this weekend. It's fucking sad. That's not the way you want to go down.
It's actually funny you say that. When I was walking home drunk over the last time I was in Aspen with all you guys, I was like,
be careful.
God, imagine I was just walking home and there's a big bear came at me right now. I'm so drunk. I don't know what I do. I was laid down.
There's not many grizzlies there though, and the ones that are in the town, as far as I know from the locals, that they just kind of go amongst themselves and they kind of know how to live with humans. I think
they're rich bears. Even the bears, even the bears in Aspen are like rich and polite. Like, don't worry about it. Just keep moving on, eh? We'll keep her going here.
Bullwinkle. No, but I mean, it's the grizzly bear up in the fucking Rockies that's not what you want to run into.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. But anyway, shout out to Mac Miller. Thanks for having me in Wichita. We had a nice billboard, so hopefully we got some listeners. But Updog, let's talk some football. You kicked my fucking ass.
I did.
You kicked my ass, and the trade even went through. I voted I voted no on the trade, but the trade still went through. Did you notice that?
You got my guy.
I got your guy. He didn't even notice it. He didn't even notice it.
What?
I got that trade went through.
That's a joke.
I voted no.
Well, then trade him back to me. I can't have a guy that's on the.
I was going to trade him back to you, but you kicked my ass. So.
No. Let's do it right now because this is not fair. I can't trade the guy. It's not how this game.
Well, first of all, before you come at me here, I voted no on the trade. So everyone in the league would have to vote no. So obviously none of the boys voted on it.
Just trade him back.
I mean, I'll give you.
You're not going to trade him back.
I mean, you beat me.
I know, but like, because you traded me a guy that's out for the year.
Trade.
Yeah, but you didn't accept it, and then the next day when he got hurt out for the year, then you accepted.
I accepted it before I knew he was out for the year.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
he got hurt.
I accepted him Sunday night. They announced Monday that he was out for the year. Then I text you on Monday.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
shows you how much I pay attention. You can't take my guy. You gave me a guy out for the year.
I gave you Boyd and him. When I made the trade for you,
trade me one guy back.
I didn't know he was out for the year.
Trade me one guy back for that guy.
For who?
Whichever one of those guys I sent you, you can trade him back for your guy that's hurt. You can keep the other guy.
Sent me Mike Williams and
Sutton.
Hollywood
I'll take
Brown.
Sutton.
No, you sent me Brown and Sutton.
Yeah, I'll take Sutton back for him.
For who?
for the fucking guy you traded me that's hurt for the year that you traded me after he's hurt.
You made the trade.
I offered you it the night before.
I made the trade.
But I offered you it the night before. Then they play. You don't accept it. Then he's hurt and you accept it. That's fucked up.
I accepted it on the Sunday when I found out he was hurt. I didn't know he was out for the year.
But you knew he's hurt.
I knew
he left the game.
I knew he banged his knee up.
Left the game.
Yeah.
And then you accepted
I mean, one could argue that you should have taken the trade down Sunday.
I tried to. I couldn't even fucking get in and look at it.
What do you mean?
When the moment you said, my guy's hurt for the year, like I'm telling you
that was on Monday morning. They announced he's out for the year.
And you had already accepted.
And I already accepted the trade. So I texted you and said, Uppy, just so you know.
Do you feel good about this right now? That's all the question I want to ask. Or do you want to do the right thing?
I feel okay with it because it just shows how much you're not paying attention to your fantasy, but you still beat me. So I was waiting for your text over this weekend to be like, Obes. I'm like, wow, Uppy's.
No, I didn't.
Max, Uppy's really taking the high road here on this trade. I got to be honest with you. I thought I was.
No, this is a full fucking joke. You know your guy's hurt out for the year, and then you accept my trade. You don't accept it the night before, and I know you looked at your team in the morning.
What morning?
The morning before the Sunday morning when I sent you the trade Saturday night. Sunday morning, you looked at the trade. You didn't accept it. You watched your team play. Then your guy got hurt, and then you accepted it. This is fucked up.
I accepted the trade Sunday night.
So you looked at your fantasy Sunday during the day, and you didn't accept the trade.
Yeah.
Then
just so you know, we've already talked about it. We talked about this last week.
I know, but now the trade went through because the trade was last week. If we listen,
you didn't even see the trade went through.
Yeah, but last week you said that the trade was not going to happen. You said you're declining it.
I did decline. I voted no.
Okay, so then I did trade my guy back. Because you know that's the right.
I did everything I could. I told you about it. I voted no on the trade.
This is bullshit.
I did everything I could.
Flowers.
I did everything I could.
Flowers.
I did everything I could. And the fact that you didn't even...
How is the commissioner not fucking stepping in? The NHL, you can't do that, by the way. Well, the NHL would never let this happen.
Well, let me ask you a question. So,
go to the fucking board.
Max, Alex, so when you put your lineup in this week, you had 2 empty spots. So when you put Boyd in, Boyd wasn't on your team last week. You played Boyd this week.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't have a player.
Boyd was on my team last week.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No. Well, I fucking just looked down my list and I'm like, holy fuck, I got to get a guy in now. I fucking
you didn't
no
realize
players.
that guy wasn't on your team the week before?
No, I didn't.
This hurts that I lost to him even more, boys, because I'm actually paying attention to my team. But
Obi, if you had like boat raced him this week, then he might have an argument.
If he would have boat raced me, I would have made the trade for back for sure.
But since he beat you, it's
no. It's I got a guy that's out for the fucking year. That's bullshit. That would never work in the league. Like the league commissioner should never let that happen. No NHL team or NFL team or MLB team would be allowed to trade a guy that's out for the year.
Scottie, did you reach out to anybody in your league and tell them?
No, I didn't fucking know the deal went through.
You should,
because
you should have put on the group text, hey boys, me and Obi voted no on the trade. You guys all vote no. You didn't do that.
I didn't even think I had to. Is the commissioner fucking have the rules to do this?
I don't know about the commissioner. I voted no on the trade, and I told you about it, and then it just went through. Like I don't know what you want me to do. I could trade you a guy back for Williams if you want, but you're not getting Sutton.
Why? He was your best guy in the trade.
Well, I mean, I just tell you, not getting Sutton, but I'd pick another guy.
That was a fucking joke.
This
is fucked up.
I thought if the day Missin Curfew ever came to an end, I didn't think it would be over fantasy football, but
the commissioner right here.
Yeah.
Hey, you're live on air right now, but what the fuck are you doing not vetoing this fucking trade?
I did. What are you talking about?
You're not. What kind of commissioner are you? You think fucking Bettman would do this?
It was accepted. I have no control, man.
I have no control.
When a guy has his ACL fucking tore, is that what he hurt?
He tore his ACL.
He tore his ACL. And then you're going to allow the fucking trade to go through? What league is this?
O'Brien sent me $200 Venmo to keep it. Sorry, buddy.
$200 Venmo, he said.
Not true.
This is bullshit. You got to make sure that this trade goes back, or listen, I'm fucking out. I'll ruin the whole league right now. I'll trade all my guys to Schwartzy, and I'll give my whole team away, and fuck you, Flowers.
O'Brien told me if I...
No, this is just a joke. You're not a commissioner. You're a fucking phony fuck.
Hey, I'm going to smack your mouth.
I'm talking to you. You're supposed to be the commissioner and not let this shit go down.
I'm going to fix it, you little peckerhead.
By the way, that's supposed to be what a commissioner does.
Yeah.
You can't let that shit happen. I'm just saying. So you can give me one guy back. That's
we'll talk.
Sutton.
We'll talk. Congrats on your win, though, buddy. You kicked the shit out of me. Your boy Aoki came back. Is that how you say his name? Aoki?
Yeah.
Fuck. And then They didn't even throw the ball to Debo.
I'm still pissed off.
They didn't even throw the ball to Samuel or Kittle the whole fucking
Well,
game.
I told you Debo's hurt.
Is he banged up?
He's banged up.
Well, congrats on your win, fella. Sorry about the trade. We'll get her squared away here. I wanted to touch on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, man. Listen, I love Travis Kelce. I think, like, Updog, I think this is hurting his street credit, bro. I think he was cooler before Taylor Swift. I don't think he needs Taylor Swift. And when it comes to, like, if he likes her and they have a real relationship, then good for them. But, like, how much they're showing her on the TV, I'm over that too, man. Honestly, in the Sunday Nighter, they must have showed her 10 times before the fucking first half was even over. I don't know. Like, do NFL people care about Taylor Swift? Like, I don't know when, I don't know. I think I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't know. Do I think it's like a match made in heaven? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Do you think Taylor Swift's hot? Like, take away all her, like, the biggest popular girl in the world. Like, if you're in a walk to the bar,
everyone has their flavor of what
I'm asking
turns
you, do
them
you
on.
think she's?
No, I don't think she's bright red lips.
Yeah.
I like talent.
She's definitely
I like a girl that's tall. I like a girl that has confidence.
Yeah.
She probably clips, all those boxes, but I think this is I can't even look at the guy anymore. It's something about him. I don't know. He's sold himself to. I just think it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And the NFL is the one absolutely reaping all the benefits. They're just accepting all these viewers, and it's just not even football. Like, I don't want to watch her on TV cheer. She doesn't even know what she's cheering about, probably.
No, but Blake Lively looked good in that box.
I love Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Blake Lively's
Blake Lively
a
looked
good person.
real good.
She doesn't want to be on the TV the whole time. The NFL is not reaping benefits of Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds being at the game. I don't know. To me, it's call it what it is. It's put together for some fucking stupid reason.
Like, I always thought Travis Kelce, I said this to you like last year on the podcast, like, he's just cooler than Gronkowski ever was. And I like Gronk. I think Gronk was a beauty. He played hard. But, I thought Travis Kelce had that cool, like, he hosted Saturday Night Live. And, like, I don't know. I just think this, like, if I'm him, I'm like, hey, okay, enough's enough. If you want to come to the games, let's not fucking walk in with all the cameras. Or is that what he wants?
No, I mean, unfortunately, she is the girl on the planet.
Yeah.
She's the person. She moves the needle like no other. She can't go to these places. She can't go in public
without people noticing.
Oh, I mean,
No
to the
chance.
max.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Beatles. It's Michael Jackson. It's fucking.
Yeah,
there's only one or two people every 10 years that get this sort of, but no one is on this level.
Yeah.
She's got girls from 3 years old to fucking 300 years old.
Yeah.
That's just who she is.
Do guys like her music? Do guys like Taylor Swift's music? Do you guys like her music?
I don't know many guys that
Yeah.
do, but we're all sports guys. Like,
Yeah, that's true. We're maybe not the right guys to ask.
right.
We're probably not the right guys to ask.
Like, so I don't know if this sticks, right? Like, I don't know if, like, a girl that's watching football right now is watching it and, like, wants to learn about the game, wants to,
I guess they would,
but they just want to see her on TV.
Yeah. If you're the
and
NFL,
if the NFL's buying into that and then putting her commercials out there and then promoting bullshit, I think it's, I don't know.
yeah, I'll
To
tell you
me, it's
what,
bad.
the NFL could have used her to go to the Monday Nighter because that game was fucking brutal. The Seahawks-Giants game, they could have used a little Taylor
Sure
Swift.
was. That was a bad game.
It was brutal. Listen,
So what
she's
happens?
got to go on tour here eventually, though, right? Like, she's not going to be at every game, is she?
What's the line on how long they're together for?
I mean, if he keeps playing like he did Sunday night, he might fucking gas her right now because he
Yeah.
played. That was the worst game I've seen him play.
So
in a long time.
what if he gets caught, like, at a coffee shop, like, because now everyone is going to take photos of him everywhere we go. What if he's like talking to like a girl, like a cute girl, she comes up to him and like, wants to talk to him, and then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah,
like,
so
he's walking
You're asking when he's going to get pinched.
yeah,
Yeah, he'll get pinched in the offseason. Because
think he's getting
in
pinched.
Kansas City, right? He'll be able to keep it
That's
chill in
true.
Kansas City. Then when
I'd say it's his bye week.
or the bye week, he could get pinched on the bye week.
He's getting pinched in the bye week.
But off season, he gets pinched for sure. She goes on tour. He's in New York or LA at some shaker. He's getting banged up.
Is he inviting her on the bye week?
I don't. Maybe if she's flipping for the plane.
I mean, I don't know. To me, this is just.
Is he the most? Is he the most famous football player right now? Besides, he's more famous than Patty Mahomes. Wouldn't you say, Travis Kelce?
this week,
Before Taylor Swift.
not
No,
before.
Not before.
His jersey sales, I think I read something. It was like, he was top 20 or top 30, and now he's third.
So he did a reality dating
Wow.
show like
Really?
3 or 4 years ago.
He's bumped up how many? 1 million followers on his social channels.
100,000 followers or 1 million. I heard.
don't know, man.
He already had a little bit of a female audience from his reality dating show.
His podcast is great, right? Like him and his brother.
His podcast is great.
But like now his brother's got to like talk about him and his girl all the time. Like
is it? And let's talk as two for like National Leaguers. Is it a distraction too? Like you're on the Kansas City Chiefs. You have the best quarterback on the planet. You have a chance to do a dynasty right now. If I'm Patty Mahomes, let's pretend, or whenever I'm big up dog. Do you really need to start banging Taylor Swift here when we're trying to fucking go back-to-back champs here, fella?
Yeah.
Like you're not getting enough trim on the side that you got to get Taylor Swift. Like it's kind of a distraction, man. Let's try to win a championship.
Yeah. Like if I was Andy Reid, it'd be more coming from Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Like come on, man.
But him and Patty are playing.
Like do you think Bill Belichick would have let Tom Brady date Taylor Swift?
I don't think Mahomes has much ground to stand on with his brother and his wife.
He's the
his Mahomes' brother's a dink. He's a real dink.
Mahomes is a fucking dink after he went down on that play the other night.
Oh, my God. I was yelling at the TV.
That was fucked up. Okay, so not only am I pissed at the Taylor Swift thing, now I'm pissed at Patty Mahomes. And how do you get mad at that guy?
I'm mad at the safety call. That was I thought the rule was if you touch him outside the fucking end zone, that's where the play started. And they before that, the game was over. They're about to march it right back down again, I thought. And then you got to give Zach Wilson credit. He started slinging it. You look like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
What do you think Rodgers was on? He had the shades on at the game. He was on probably something. Yeah, he's on something, eh?
Couple of chocolates.
Flew in for the boys, though.
Totally.
I'm starting to feel bad for that Zach Wilson. Should I feel bad for him or no?
No, because he's a professional athlete. I mean, no. It's that when you want to be a quarterback, though, man, you got to just accept the role, right? You're gonna have hard times. You're gonna have good times. It's fucking big leagues. The best survive.
There's NFL quarterbacks and there's NFL quarterbacks in New York.
What are we talking about, though?
Yeah.
It's another level of
but do you want to play in fucking Cleveland rather than play in fucking New York?
I like to play in New York and be good.
Yeah, but you have that opportunity. It doesn't matter what.
Yeah. No, I thought he looked better. I thought he played great in the second half or the second quarter into the third quarter, and then he fumbled that one in the fourth. But what about your Buffalo Bills?
Bills are good.
That was a lock, by the way, too. But
Bills are good.
Dude, that was a beat down there. Josh Allen, some of those throws he made were nasty.
They lost their cornerback, though, Achilles. That's a big loss.
I know.
But they're just playing good. If Josh Allen, by the way, doesn't just throw like miraculous fucking balls in the air all the time.
Yeah.
If he just plays like that, if I don't see something, I'm going to run outside the pocket and open things up. That's his game.
Totally.
Just stop fucking throwing the ball just whenever you're bored, just fucking ripping it down the field.
And I think the Niners, man, they have so many weapons. I mean, McCaffrey, that guy, 4 TDs. Your boy, how do you say his name? Ayuk. My boy Debo, who's banged up. I mean, they're so good that they don't even throw to Kittle.
Give me Debo.
They don't even throw to Kittle. Isn't Kittle like the best tight end in the league or what?
The last couple of years, he was one of the highest receiving tight ends.
They threw the ball to him fucking once on Sunday.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's banged up.
He's hurt too?
Debo Smith's banged up.
No.
Kittle?
Debo Samuel.
Not sure. Debo Samuel. See, this is how much I know about him.
I'm just saying, and one thing about Kyle Shanahan, he loves to feed McCaffrey. He loves, and I don't blame him. I'd feed him too, but there's just so many weapons on that team up, Doug. Like if you're, and I was talking to, I think A-Hall or Maxie was talking about like Purdy. Yeah, but when you have that many weapons, I don't think it matters who your like. He's a good game manager. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Ryder Cup week, I thought the coverage was pretty good, up dog. I want to give some love to Max Homa. Shout out to Homa. He went 3-1-1. I bet him twice, and he went 2-0 for me. But dude, I rode Europe. I'm up dog. I had a fucking weekend, buddy. I had a weekend. I mean, the foursomes were a lock.
You just bet Europe.
I bet Europe the whole fucking way through. I bet Hovland. I bet McElroy the whole time. I bet Rahm the whole time. And then I bet Max on the United States. I had a great weekend in the Ryder Cup. I don't know, man. I think there's something to think about, like course setup, right? Like you let the home team set it up. Maybe you bring somebody in, a third party to set it up. I don't know, man. These beatdowns, though, like they made it closer on singles day. I'm going to get to my milk carton in a second on the singles day, but it was never really close from the start. And do you think like the Americans hadn't played in 5 weeks? That's got to have something to do with it.
I think there's just a camaraderie thing to me. I don't know. As a team guy playing a team sport, and you should know this, but I just feel like the golf within the U.S. was too much like kind of bullshit turmoil type thing. I don't know. It's like the fact that Spieth, like I like Spieth.
Holy fuck, did he slash it on you?
But like, why is that like America's like, 4-ball team?
Yeah.
Why are they looked at to go out just because they're buddies all the time and they and they travel around together and they're like super tight. But why are they going out as like the group all the time?
Well,
Like, get a fucking move it around. It doesn't work. It's like in hockey. Like, your two best players, sometimes they don't play together. Or, even though they're buddies, they don't need to play on the same line.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Sedin brothers, but that's it.
You tell me they couldn't use Dustin Johnson out there too?
Totally.
I said it fucking going in. They should have brought Dustin
did I.
Johnson.
I
They
said
should
that
have brought him. The mistake Zach Johnson made on the first day, he put out Sam Burns with Scheifele and foursome, and Sam Burns had the worst. He was the worst ball striker on the team. So typically in a foursome alternate shot, you want to have a steady Eddie out there, right? A guy that can fucking
Make a shot.
So that I thought they got smoked. They lost 4-0 in the foursome, and then he had no choice but to put Thomas and Spieth out there the next morning in foursome, and they got worked. I mean, it's just such an advantage for whatever reason. Europe, an alternate shot, they just kicked the USA's ass. It's not even close.
I just you look at they're just, I think they're drinking more than the guy. I think Europe's drinking more.
They
They're
definitely
like
have
having
more.
more
It seems
fun.
like they had more fun.
And they got more like fucking. They're more tougher. They kind of look tougher.
Yeah, they were winning though. That helped.
Kepka's like the only guy that's like tough on the team.
Fucking him and Scheifele got
Scheifele couldn't hit a ball.
They got beat 9-7.
I know. Yeah. I
That's
watched.
hard
They
to
lost
do.
the first 4 holes. It was bad.
What'd you think of the course, Marco Simone? I thought it looked great on TV.
Looked beautiful. Yeah.
Great little.
Give those people credit over there in Rome. They did a great job.
Did you see the guy who jumped in the pond after they
Loved it.
won? Yeah,
Tough jump.
Luke thought that was Derek Clark. He's like, Derek Clark just jumped in the pond. I was like, that's not Derek Clark. It's just some other drunk.
That
Irish
looked like
guy.
the KFC guy. Actually, it wasn't Derek.
What'd you think of Rory McIlroy and your buddy? You got to meet Joey LaCoff, Freddie's old caddy. Man, Rory was fired up.
And rightfully so, actually.
That's where Koepka should have stepped in the parking lot. Maybe like, what's up, Rory? You got a fucking problem,
Well, totally.
right? You can't fight the caddy, old Joey LaCoff.
No, but like, you're the caddy. You're not the fucking player. Like,
I know, but he was just pissed. And then you guys,
So it was must have been the whole lead up of the day.
well, listen. So the European fans, there was this one guy on social media. I can't remember his name, but our boy Colt Yost tweeted out. This guy stirred the pot about Cantley, saying Cantley thinks there should be money. That's why he's not wearing the hat. He's not wearing the U.S. Ryder Cup hat because he feels like there should be money. And these European fans got wind of it, and everywhere he went, they were just shot, like they were waving their hats at him and fucking giving it to him. And LaCoff finally had enough because that's his caddy. He finally had enough, and they got into it on 18 green, which I thought was fucking great. But you got to give these European fans credit, man. They're like going into Philly back in the day, or who I don't know. It's great. It's a Shark Tank where these fans are all like they know how to push USA's guys' buttons.
Totally.
And these guys were fucking getting rattled. And I thought it was great TV.
Yeah, I guess like, I'm looking at this thinking camaraderie, but holy shit, like when you're in, it's like behind enemy lines, right? When you're there and and golf is already nerve-wracking enough, let alone like some fucking hooligan chirping you for how you look, or
yeah,
how,
like you're already losing. You're probably not hitting it great.
And there's no separation between the ice and the glass and the seats. Like this is just, there's a rope and just grass and fucking bunkers
and like when I'm playing bad golf, like I don't even really like to talk in the group sometimes. Right? I'm trying to regroup and get my game going. Imagine you're at the highest level, you're slashing a little bit, and then you got these drunk European guys chirping you. You'd be like, oh. God damn it, I hate that Bob Barker.
Yeah, totally.
God damn it, I hate that Bob Barker.
Oh my God.
No,
so I mean, I just thought the hat waving was too close to Rory's ball for too long. Like, and Rory still has a chance to tie this fucking match, and you're like, still like we're walking around the green, like,
yeah,
it was just a little much. Yeah, had he done it over near the bag, looking at everyone, being like, fuck you, but he was literally walked in the middle of the green.
Yeah.
And was right in front of his putt when there's one putt left in the fucking match on 18. That's just...
No, you're totally right.
Unless something happened earlier where like... But I never read about anything like that.
Yeah, and it's time for Freddie Couples to be the captain of the Ryder Cup. You heard it here first. I like Zach Johnson. I thought he made some mistakes. I think especially going on the road as a captain, there's more pressure because I don't think you can give away those points.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Freddie. Max Homa was unbelievable. The putt that Homa made on the singles on Sunday to keep USA in it. Like if he misses that, it's over there. He makes it. I thought he handled himself with great class. Played unbelievable. He's a bulldog. It's great. It's a great tournament. I love watching it. I love watching it. So my milk carton though, Ricky Fowler. Listen, Tommy Fleetwood. Were they going to lose? They were going to lose. Was Tommy Fleetwood probably going to make the 3-footer? He would. But I joked to some people that Updog wouldn't have gave that putt
to Gretz
on a Friday. Uppy didn't give that putt to Gretzky.
I have that
Uppy
down. I didn't fucking give that to the great one.
Uppy wouldn't give that putt to Thomas J. Doherty III on a Friday afternoon at Big Canyon. You cannot give a 3-footer for the Ryder Cup. Sorry, Ricky, I'm throwing you on the milk carton. You got to make Tommy put it in. Who knows? You just tug it. You never know. You never know.
It's golf.
You got to make him putt that one. So, Ricky, you're on the milk carton. How about Ricky just getting sat out the whole day? I wonder what that was about. He didn't even play on Saturday. Oh, yeah,
I
Saturday.
wonder why.
Not sure.
Yeah, it's Saturday. He's like America's kid still.
Yeah.
Good putter.
Their team was kind of how I thought Brian Harmon played better than I thought, and Colt kind of told us that he's a bulldog. I thought he played great. Wyndham Clark played exactly how I thought he would play. Ricky played, less than I thought he would play.
I think
Spieth and Thomas.
Koepka Ricky would have been nice.
Yeah, Spieth and Tom. They were all right, I guess, but I think they missed DJ, man. I would have picked DJ on that team. So, President's Cup next year in Montreal, fella. We might have to go
Montreal.
Montreal.
By the way, Max Homa 6-1-1 in his President's Cup Ryder Cup.
Yeah,
He's a guy you want on your squad.
He's a glue guy.
You want him on your squad.
Yeah.
Pressure guy.
How drunk did Team Europe get? There's some stuff on social media. They were having a time after they won that. As you would.
Yeah.
As you would. So, Updog, I love the Ryder Cup, President's Cup next week. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Updog, I got it on
Jays,
here.
baby. I got the hat.
Yeah. You got the hat? Pull it out. Pull it out, Ups. Oh, yeah. Just put it on the table there, fella, because your hair looks good. Look at that. We limped in. We limped into the playoffs, but we're in. We're playing the Twins. I've already hammered us at minus 120 in the series. I've already bet us for game one, which me and you are going to take in after we do this podcast. I'm happy they got in, man. I was worried.
Yeah. What do you mean happy? They're fucking thrilled they're in.
I want to ask you about the celebration that they do with the Wild. Like, I know it's a baseball thing, but, I guess
Party
it's a
on.
long season.
Party on, Wayne.
Right? You deserve
party
on.
Right?
You deserve it, right? It's a long 162 games you get in. Yeah. Fuck it.
I think we implement more of that into the hockey world and the golf world. You make the cut, you just go get pinned.
Well, we would have done that. We would have done that.
Make
anyway.
the cut, just have a fucking 4-a-mer.
That's Anthony. That's what that Anthony.
What do you think the message is from the old manager though? Like, hey boys, I'll kick it around here, have some chicken wings, fucking finish a bottle of champagne and these, Labatt blue lights.
Yeah.
And let's focus on Tuesday.
The Twins, yeah. They caught a break playing the Twins. No disrespect to the Twinkies. I think they're a worse team than the Rays. We took it on the chin last year. I lost to A-Hall. I think I lost to Gino to them. But I think the Jays are going to get it done. I think they're going to beat the Twins.
Minus 110 the series.
Minus 120 it was.
Ooh, they're favored.
They're favored. You got Goss going today.
Got a pretty good line then.
Yeah, you got 110.
Minus 110.
There you go.
Let me see.
I'm looking forward to watching some playoff baseball. Maxie, sorry your Padres aren't in it, but playoff baseball is great, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Fun to watch.
Fun to watch. So, Jays, go get them. Some sad news in the baseball world, Uppy. I want to show some love to Tim Wakefield. I loved Wakefield, man. I loved his knuckleball. I loved his endurance he had. And he just seemed like a great guy. And you can see the outpouring of love that he, that he's gotten from his former teammates. So I wanted to say to him, rest in peace, Wake. You were an absolute beauty. Always had nice big choosing too. And then Chris Snow, age 42, Updog, ALS. We know how terrible it is. We lost our boy Shuppy. Chris Snow lost his battle at age 42. Did you see what Eddie Vedder did at Ohana Fest for him?
I heard, yeah. Loops was there. Said it was
fucking
amazing.
sick, man. Yeah. We posted on Missin Curfew. So
yeah.
Shout out to Eddie. Unbelievable, but just a terrible disease, Updog. And I don't know, man.
It's too young. And it affects too many people. We've all been touched by it. And to the Calgary Flame family organization, the hockey world, it's a sad day. It's a sad day.
Yeah, well said. But on brighter things, Uppy's world, party time, excellent. What went on in Updog's world this weekend?
Well, I missed you this weekend.
I was actually sitting in Wichita thinking, I wonder what the Updog's up to. I thought maybe Ohana Fest, but you threw a little curveball at me. Eh?
I did. Well, they fucking punched the greens, and when that happens, you might as well just
I've been telling the guys that. Why do you got to punch the greens? And
they're perfect.
All they tell me, Uppy, you got it.
I know.
That's not an answer I like.
I hate being home on a nice weekend where you can play a Friday, Sunday, and then you get just screwed over. So, listen, Thursday night, which was the opening of our boy Todd Pickup's new hotel, the Pendry here in Newport.
Pendry, baby.
And our other buddy opened up a restaurant there called Set. Check it out if you're ever there.
Dude, I did see, sorry, real quick, on social media, a lot of Newport's finest at the soft opening on Thursday night. A lot of Newport's finest.
I'll tell you where they're all hanging out too is this Whaler, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're keeping that place going, eh?
It is going off.
I got kicked out of there the first time.
I know. You guess who? Eddie Vedder's daughter's the GM there.
Really?
Eddie Vedder's daughter.
I'm back in, though. I got my boy from Rothschilds to text the manager and say, hey, O'Brien's a good guy.
Yeah, so it's his daughter. We met her this weekend.
Yeah.
Good girl. Anyway.
Is it a good crowd there?
Great.
I've noticed you go there a lot.
The Whaler?
Yeah. Really?
Heads up.
All right.
So listen,
So we'll go there.
I
Saturday.
took the missus Thursday night to go see a band that I've always loved since I was a kid. Coldplay. They played an unbelievable show. They played 2 sets at Snapdragon Coliseum, which is
that what it's called?
Max, you weren't kidding. This place is a
Snapdragon.
fucking.
Snapdragon Stadium. Yeah.
It is not perfect. It's a
No.
crapshoot getting in and out.
No.
So we
They
got
about
there.
3 parking attendants. For
I
like
got there like
60,000
7:15.
seat.
You know,
Did you
said
drive?
doors open 6:30. I drove down.
Wow.
It took me an hour to get 1 mile into the building.
Just you and Christina.
Just me and her.
How is the temperature in the car when that's going on between you?
No,
and her?
it was just we were on the phone. She called her friend, FaceTimed. We were kind of laughing. I was playing some tunes.
So
Just
you made the best of it.
made the best of it.
Nice.
The Thursday nighter was going on, so it's, I had the game on the.
Yeah, I know how you roll.
But anyway, talk about if no one's ever seen this band, they're a top 3 right now arena show that you have to see. The lights, the atmosphere, the love in the air, the fucking everyone wears a wristband. They all shine at the same time, like different colors. It's just a football stadium. How often are you going to watch shows that they fill up like 35,000?
Was that the old Qualcomm Stadium?
It's no, it's where their university plays, right?
Oh, okay. I've never been there.
San Diego State
It's
University.
where Qualcomm used to be.
Because that Qualcomm was.
Oh, it is?
They tore down Qualcomm and put that there.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's like new. It looks nice.
Yeah, no, they just finished it. It's only about a year.
Oh,
This is the second season
but it's
SDSU
nice.
football's
I've been there.
played
It's
there.
a shit show getting in and out of there.
Ooh.
Complete shit show.
Yeah, it's tight. So we had seats. Shout out to Joey Scaleri, our boy from Live Nation.
Joey
We
Scaleri.
bought some tickets from Joey.
Nice.
We had great ground like GA seats. It was a fun night, bud. Sing-alongs and anyway, that was great. And then Sunday, Obes. Sunday was a super cool day. So you know how Beckham, like his first birthday was a couple weeks ago. We dressed him up like a pilot. He got a little plane. Like
Yeah.
the airplanes
He loves
fly.
the planes.
Airplanes fly over our house, and he just is like, bye bye. Like he loves airplanes.
Yeah.
So Sunday, this weekend was our air show in Newport Beach. It actually takes place in Huntington. It's a great time. Anyone's
Sick,
ever been.
yeah.
It's badass. So the Thunderbirds are there. Well, our boy Flowers, he got to know this one of the most decorated Thunderbirds that are there. His name's Daniel Katz, and I've had him over to my house for dinner before. He's an incredible guy. Him and his wife Rachel. His wife's not obviously in the airplane. She was hanging out in the family area with us. But we went and seen him. It's his last tour of duty as a Thunderbird before
wow.
moving on. And so it's a huge thing. Flowers went the day before to this ceremony on the Air Force Base. He said it was one of the coolest things he's ever seen. For about an hour and a half, they talked about Daniel, his life, and being who he is. Like it's an accolade, right? These guys are top fighter jet pilots,
Badass.
and so we got to see him do his maneuvers for the last time here in California, and it was badass. So I brought Beckham, brought Izzy, Christina. We were all down there, and a lot of just support, a lot of like
I saw
a lot of American
The
pride.
beach looked packed.
It's just kind of you can kind of want to go rock and roll. Like
Yeah.
you want to
Want to get up there,
you want
fly.
to fuck around. Let's go. Like
You
it's
want-
an antenna.
You were looking to fight.
Yeah, you're just like no. You just feel like the power of like jet fuel and fucking airplanes and missiles and shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like you're like fucking. We're badass. We did.
Yeah.
We built these fucking machines. Our fucking humans, our Americans are flying them. This is a fucking
America.
This is badass.
America.
It's America.
America.
I don't know.
I saw the beach. It looked packed, man.
Packed.
You know what? Last year from my place at the Bay Club, I could see them flying. It's sick. But
So sick.
and then like people go out on the boats, right on the water, and they fly over them. It's a sick time. So, Maxie just sent us this. I want to just go back. Taylor Swift cutaway story. 17 times they showed her. 17. She had fucking 2 commercials. Kelce has more commercials than he might be beating Peyton Manning now. By the way, he is. Mahomes 2 commercials. Andy Reid had 1 commercial. The Andy Reid commercial was great when they're trying to explain to him about State Farm bundling. He's like, okay, explain it to me. Like, okay, Andy, you get the French fries. He's like, okay, yeah. You get the burger. Yeah. He's like, you bundle them together. 17 times up. As much as I was liking Blake Lively, I turned to Mac Miller. She was probably looking at Ryan Reynolds as she should be. I was like, that Blake Lively still looks good to me.
Totally.
Remember her in the movie, what's the
Yes.
movie? Yeah.
Where they
they live, yeah, they live in Laguna
It's
Beach.
called Savages.
Remember her in Savages?
Totally.
She has 2
Boy,
boyfriends.
Taylor Kitsch is in that movie.
Yeah, Taylor Kitsch is the guy that
Yeah.
is aggressive, and the other guy's like a stoner that like makes love to her. Yeah,
Great flick.
Great
I've never
flick.
seen it.
But Max, thanks for sending me that. Uppy's World Party time. Excellent. He's looking to get in fights. I love it. Fuck America. Bring it on, baby. We got planes and shit over here. What do you guys got? Woo! Back up the brakes truck, baby. Shout out to a friend of the pod. Fucking die and breed. I come on this podcast and complain about contracts. This one well-deserved. Marcus Foligno.
Wow. 4
years, 16 bananas, $4 million a year. Good for you, Billy Guerin.
Totally.
Good for you, Marcus Foligno. I love it, up dog.
He's your guy. He's your type of player.
I love it.
You could build your team around guys like that.
I love it. I'd get him a whole team of Marcus Folignos.
No, and then Minnesota Wild also extends, same week, Mats Zuccarello, 2 years, 4.3. You know what I like about these two deals is it just says Bill Guerin doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's not looking to pay guys from like what their market value is. He sees what their value is on his team, looks at their age, says, fuck, you're a good guy, I like you on my squad, and pays them.
Totally.
It's like that's what you want to play for.
And he believes this, and he believes in what he's building there. Right? I listen, I had Minnesota last year beating Dallas. They didn't beat them. Dallas went to the conference finals. I still like their team. They signed the big rig. They got Foligno. Boldy plays hard. Eckerson X plays big. Marcus Johansson has some skill. Ryan Hartman down the pipe. Zuccarello, Kirill the Thrill. Listen, Middleton on the back end. I still believe in this Minnesota Wild team. And like you said, that's Billy Guerin, I believe, rewarding his guys and say, hey, let's keep this thing going here. But good for them. Back up the Briggs truck, your boy, Trevor Zegras. We talked about it last week. Listen, I think this is a great deal for both sides. I think for Z, it's a nice 3-year deal at 5.75 bananas a year, 17 and change. Unfortunately, in California, you could cut that baby right in half, Z.
At least.
I don't know, where's he living? His rent's going to be through the roof. Actually, you know what, Z? We might be making more than you here at Missin Curfew.
He's going to be looking for that free truck again, I think.
Yeah, and listen, on the injury report, our boy Killer got hurt, which I think maybe – I think that Patty Verbeek was going to get it done all along, but I think when Killer got hurt, you lose another forward, you got to get Z signed. Now come in here and I think he should maybe have a little chip on his shoulder if he wants because all his other buddies got big 8-year deals. But 3 years, develop, get playing. It's the best thing for Zegras, man.
Yeah. Listen, he's at that point in his career, and we all look back to like our mid-20s, right, where you're like starting to really be the player that you're going to be in the NHL, right? You've got your feet wet. You've been with the squad for a while. You've had heartaches. You've had some success. I think for him, it's now like let's put the contract aside.
Yeah.
All your buddies, and a lot of them, from 2019 NHL draft signings have made a lot of money. They've signed their long-term deals. Jack Hughes, Dylan Cousins, Boldy, Caulfield, all his boys. But you have a chance now to help help the Ducks get out of the funk they've been in. And I'm not saying you're ever part of it. You just got drafted into it. But, Getzlaf leaves. There's a new face to this.
Just got drafted into the stinky scent.
He kind of did. Like, haven't made the playoffs in a bit. There's some turmoil here. There's no question. This is a big year for him. Put this aside. Come, play hard. Try to come out of your shell a little bit. Do a few things more that you haven't really been known to do. Maybe that's, learning to PK, learn to PK, block shots.
Matthews PK now. Austin Matthews learned how to PK.
Start hitting guys.
Yeah.
Play between the whistle. Don't be so colorful. Just fucking be be that go-to guy now. You're getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, it sucks Killer got hurt, out 4 to 6 weeks, we said. But
because
listen,
he's the perfect guy to be alongside Trevor.
I couldn't agree more. And you know what, Updog, you make a good point about all his boys got signed, but Z might get the last laugh here. 3 years, if he turns into the player that he thinks he's going to be, and then the cap will be up, and he could say, okay, remember that 3-year deal you gave me?
Yeah.
I want fucking 10 bananas.
You kind of get the hammer
all
back.
Bananas
You're getting the hammer back in your...
I think more guys should take these kind of deals. I wouldn't be, and listen, something could happen where you could get hurt. I get it, right? Your knee, but you're not going to get fucking hit through the boards anymore. You're not going to they're all wearing visors out there. I don't know. To me, a 3-year bridge deal for Z is great for him, great for the Ducks. And as a player, I think it also, look at Matthews.
Yeah.
Matthews didn't take a huge long deal.
No, and it keeps you hungry.
Yeah.
It fucking keeps you hungry. It keeps the fans kind of off your back. Like, holy shit, we gave this guy 8 years.
Yeah.
And he had 3 bad games in a row. You're like, I got to keep proving myself. And that's a challenge that, you should honor. You should honor that challenge.
I agree. And from a management perspective, I'd have the same way thinking, I want to keep my guys hungry.
Yeah.
You give a guy an 8-year ticket.
Totally.
Does he go in on the Monday, on the Friday afternoon, does he go into the gym, or does he say, boys, I'll meet you at the, What time is the tea time?
Well,
I'm just saying, you get 8-year
a
ticket.
little bit of both, right?
It's human nature that you're going to maybe take the foot off the gas a smidge. But maybe not these elite guys. That's what makes them elite. Crosby, McDavid, they're not built like me. They're just fucking go.
No,
go.
But we're
Work
not
out,
talking Crosby or McDavid here.
No.
We're talking a lot of other guys that you want to put in that category of just taking the 3-year deal, staying in that sweet spot, finding a way to be in the zone for a while that you can get to that next deal and then explode it.
Yeah.
But the number one thing is getting in the playoffs, because I don't care who you are, you don't deserve an 8-year deal if your team's not making fucking playoffs year after year. It just, you don't want to be here anyway.
Yeah.
So it keeps both sides honest.
I couldn't agree more. I think these bridge deals are great for both sides.
Yeah.
From a player's perspective, it keeps you hungry. Well said.
I'm glad the kid's back, though. He's back in town. He's going to be probably, mix in one exhibition game.
Yeah, I think
come out there, throw a little sauce. Don't worry.
You don't have to play every exhibition game the rest of the way.
Your hips will be barking, though. You don't want to get in there too fast.
Yeah, you look at this team, like, I've been on teams like this where you look, and if you put killer in here, right, there's no killer, but you go Henrik, Zegras, Terry, Vetrano, McTavish, Strome, Jones, Leo Carlson, Silverberg, who would probably be bumped down if killer was up there. So let's say you put killer up on the second line and Vetrano down here. You look at that team, you're like, it's a good team. Not a bad team. They're 1 injury, 2 injuries away from not winning a game all. They're just their depth. Their lack of depth, in my opinion, is going to hurt them. And killer's already hurt. But I'm pulling for the Ducks. I'm glad Z got signed. And next up, dog, is Drysdale. Sorry. Got to get Jamie Drysdale signed. I thought he would be signed before Z, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason.
I don't know what it is. We've got to see this kid and know him. I've watched him play. I put a little ISO cam on him a couple of years ago. I love him. He's a great skater. He has great puck skills. Yeah, Drysdale. Yeah. Great puck skills. He's a righty. He's going to play in all situations. He's a top pairing defenseman as far as I'm concerned when he's healthy and he's young. This is like a thing. Why are we burning some stupid bridge if you're the GM here? Like, why not? Why is it not, look at a couple players that are equal of greater value? Yeah. One thing that I will touch on.
Drysdale should take a fucking...
No, but I'll tell you this. This is an unfortunate thing for Drysdale because I fell into the same deal, and I don't know if you know this, Oz, but when I got drafted my second year in the league, I got hurt in game 7 of the season. So I played 7 games. Shane Doan fell on my knee. I was out for 3 months, tough knee. Came back, got hurt again in the second game, okay? So I missed basically that whole season. Not playing 10 games, slid my contract for when I was able to be arbitration eligible. He fell the same way. He gets hurt early, doesn't play enough games. He doesn't have that hammer of rights, and it pushes off. So now it feels like the Ducks are using that to their advantage. They're like, oh, well, he doesn't have arbitration rights for a couple more years. And you're kind of like, yeah, but fuck you. He got hurt. Yeah. He deserves the chance to. He's one of your top guys. Whether he has it or not, treat him like he's a top player. Yeah. Why are we burning this stupid bridge right now? But they do. Yeah. Well, because it's a business. But that's if you're the player, you're Drysdale, you put that in the back of your mind. And when when the shoe's on the other foot and you're UFA, and they're like, well, why don't you take a little discount? You're like, oh yeah. Well, remember in 2023, 24 there when you fucking bent me over the fucking coals? Yeah. Nah, I want fucking 8 for 8, or I want 10 for. He needed to play 2 more games last year, okay? And at the end of the season, for what I'm told, is he was healthy enough to perhaps play in 4 or 5 or 6 of the last couple games. Greasy. That's greasy. And that's a fucking call to Marty Walsh at the NHLPA, eh? Well, and I'm sure that is looked into. It has to be. It was the same thing, Obi, happened to me. It was it's wild. Yeah, I hear you. And it fucks you in the long run. So their back end is Cam Fowler, Jamie Drysdale if he gets signed, Robert Hagg, not quite sure who. I played a little bit for them last year. Picked about the deadline. Your boy Gudis. Yeah. Zellweger, who you watched playing in Cannadips, right? Great kid, great skater. Lubushkin, who they got from Buffalo, who hits like a truck. I mean, with you got Gudis and Lubushkin on the right side here, this D, I don't know, man. This is not a bad D-core that old Patty Verbeek's put together here. This Zellweger kid. Nasty, right? But he's tiny. Is he tiny? I mean, he's tiny. They're all tiny now, up. Not for D, though. No. Like I mean, this kid's like, Jack Hughes towers over this kid. Wow. But he can skate like the wind. He is... This kid skating up and down the ice, well, no wonder. He probably weighs 100 and I don't know. What's this Zellweger kid weigh? Can you pull it up? I bet he weighs 175 pounds. 5'9", 182. 5'9", Obi. Yeah.
I know.
Is he going to be roughing up Patty Maroon in front of the net?
No, he's not. But he's going to be fucking outskating.
Yeah.
He's going to be outskating the big rig. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm
glad that they haven't penciled in there.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I want to see him play. No, yeah, this is Drysdale. I'm talking Zellweger. I want to see him play.
Yeah. I think he's
I'd love to see this kid play.
You team me right up to around the National League. Listen, I haven't watched a lick of preseason hockey. I don't know if you have, but
I watched McDavid twice.
I have seen some stuff on social media. And your boy Jack Hughes looks good. We're gonna do our pregame. We're gonna do our preview show next week. But from what I've seen of Jack Hughes online and the Devils, they look like they're ready to dig. Mark Stone. First of all, do you remember how bad preseason hockey was?
Do what?
Like when you get in the league and you're like, I gotta play fucking preseason. Are you kidding me? Because there's guys like this guy, Hayden Hodgson, who's trying to make the team. And then from a defensive perspective, you're so used to national leaders being in the right spot on the wall. You look up, there's no winger there. You look down here, the preseason's a complete gong show, and you can't really get a good feel for the regular season. But Stoner got hit hard. He said, that's probably the last time I'll ever play against that guy. Not really much of a player, so I'll leave it at that. Listen, I get from Hodgson's perspective what he's trying to do. Stoner was probably a little bit embarrassed that he got fucking lit up like that. It's clean hit. The thing I will love, and teams should take notice of, when Stone did get hit, all 5 guys from Vegas in there, gloves off. That's how you win Stanley Cups. If anything, if I'm around the league, I'm like, hey, boys, do you see what happened? Fucking Stone got hit. All 5 guys were in there. And that's what I took from it. And Vegas, good on you. I don't know, but Stone, that was a big hit.
Yeah, no, it's a funny situation. Like, these guys just win the Stanley Cup. Mark Stone coming off a injury-plagued season, comes back, scores a hat trick in the clinching, Stanley Cup final game. That's the last time he's basically on that ice surface. Until this time, when he gets the biscuit down, low in his own zone, which he's probably never even down there.
Well, I thought too when I saw it, like how much did Stone get to skate?
Yeah.
He's probably a little off to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Like he just won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, he's getting a D-to-D pass in
got
his
his
wheels.
head down a bit. He's just trying to pick the puck up. And
for Hodgson, I mean, you got to make a statement.
Got to.
And he could have hit him worse. Like the hit was clean.
Great hit.
So
great hit.
I'm all about it, right? Would I have done that to Steve Yzerman if I was like a 4th, 5th rounder? I mean, I tried to do it as a first rounder, but
I can't say much because I jumped Owen Nolan. I jumped him.
But good luck. Yeah, he's tough.
I jumped him.
I know.
That's
how you make a name for
I
yourself.
actually apologize.
It's not like this guy jumped Mark
in
Stone.
the 3rd period. I'm like, sorry, Owen.
This guy, I bet you loved it.
I don't think he loved it. I fucking popped him with one before it even started. He had a great beard, great goatee. I used to love Owen Nolan. Remember the goalie?
You ran Camilleri too, didn't you?
Remember the goal he scored in the All-Star game against Hackett? Against Hackett.
Yeah.
Pointed at him and scored. No, Camilleri, fucking Cammy. So we're playing a rookie tournament in El Segundo at the Kings practice rink. And for whatever reason, I forget who the GM was. If they have Camilleri and Jared Allen playing in the
Jared Allen, he's my centerman and junior.
They played in the show the year before. They should have no business being in the tournament. So I'm roughing Camilleri up in front of the net. Cammy fucking punches me with his glove on. So I fucking drop my shit, and your boy Jared Allen comes firing in, and I grab him and I fall right on his shoulder. And the sound he made was like,
I know.
And he was never the same. That's when he was banging Paris Hilton. Remember back then?
Yeah, no, I got a call after that, like fucking, because he and I were boys. That was a terrible thing. But that was when I first heard your name.
They shouldn't have been playing.
But all the talk. I just think you hit it right on the head. Mark Stone comments embarrassed, trying to be funny, wasn't really funny. Just I don't know. You could just say like, fuck, I have no idea who that kid is. I'd probably never play against him again unless he fucking does this to a bunch of other guys and comes into the league. But good hit. You fucking caught me with my head down, and I'm still, you know what? I'm still fucking celebrating.
I still got my cup ring.
Oh, yeah.
And my...
Not like, I think the comments kind of were trying to be funny, and then he got caught down a rabbit hole, and it really sounded bad.
Yeah. Like, for what he said as his comments, that's what you say to the guy on the ice.
Totally.
Like, hey, buddy, fuck good luck in Ontario next week.
Fuck the media.
In the media...
Come on our podcast.
You just won the Stanley Cup. I get it. He was probably... I was surprised that Stone said that.
Is the guy can Hodgson, can he stick handle? Can he? Yeah.
I don't even know. He might.
Well, now we know his name, and he's going to get a chance to play again just because of that.
Like you said, he's trying to make the team, and to parlay into that up, dog. One thing I have noticed, I haven't been watching preseason, but I have noticed the guys are still going into training camp, and they're trying to fight their way onto the team. And I don't know if it's going to work out for some of these guys, but that's something I hope never dies. And you see what's going on in the Quebec League, by the way, with there's no fighting. There was a fight. There was a fight the first weekend, and they're trying to figure out the penalty minutes and kicking guys out. It was a gong show. But I love that guys are still trying to chuck them. My boy Nick Ritchie, I was chucking him on a PTO, but Updog, I just wanted to touch on that. But I wanted to get your opinion. Connor Bedard, 2 games. Fuck, man. The assist he had on the 3-on-3 was just a juicy sauce pass.
Perfect pass.
He dangled that guy from the Red Wings. It's only 2 games, but I mean, his skill is through the roof. Preseason, he might be better off. I was thinking about this too. He's such a high IQ guy that maybe preseason hockey for him, he's like, this isn't the NHL. I think maybe once he gets in the actual NHL game, maybe he'll flourish even more. But his hands look nasty, bro.
I'm excited. I think the league is this is an exciting time. We're looking forward to an incredible year. I know our listeners are too. Get on with this fucking training camp stuff. It's way too long. Let's bring on the regular season. It's here in a week.
Can't wait.
But listen, Connor Bedard, like, you just got to be excited that we're going to see another player that's had such a glorious like childhood upbringing, accolades at World Juniors, drafted number 1, has a great head on his shoulders, has done great interviews. To me, wearing a Chicago Blackhawks jersey too, it's exciting. So I'm excited to see how, he handles. I remember Sidney Crosby coming in the league. I'm in the league maybe 4 years, and all of a sudden a lot of the talk around Sid the Kid and just how like guys play him and how he handles it all, how he handles the referees, maybe not calling it on him. He gets cut for the first time, loses a jib for the first time. Someone fucking cross-checks him in front of the net. Is he going to cross-check him back? Like all this new, he's now playing with men. And the men are not going to just let him just dance around. They're going to be like, all right, you're in the big leagues now. Let's fucking go.
Like if you're Radis Gudis, are you not just licking your chops? Like I can't wait.
You're gonna have to deal with Old Worm, then you're gonna have to deal with Foligno, and then that. But yeah,
they should go out and get a legit heavyweight too.
Chicago
should get a legit heavyweight.
Legit.
They should go out and sign somebody from the fucking coast or whatever.
Yeah,
just to get somebody to protect this guy. Yeah. But like I said, we're gonna do our preview show next week. Uppy, we're gonna touch on the Calder. I want to get into Bedard a little bit more. That I think we'll see how the reaction will be. But I'm sitting here with Mr. PTO himself. Fuck, my boy Nick Ritchie got cut, man. I thought he was going to make the team ups. He got cut. Your boy Sam Gagner, still kicking.
Still kicking. I mean, he had a pretty good year last year.
Fucking agent. He's got Newport Sports or something. There's got to be more of this guy.
All that working out, Gagner, in the summer.
I had to laugh. I thought about you. And this is when a PTO was stressful. It was so stressful on Brandon Sutter that he just decided to retire too, right? He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I can't do this shit anymore. I got to come in here without a contract and try to make the team. Great career for him, by the way. 770 games.
Yeah, but you say that, I don't know if he talks about his long-term, these COVID fucking issues. It sucks. I don't know what that's like. But
I felt like I had long-term COVID near the end of my career.
Like I don't know what that is entirely, and I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's from COVID or vax or whatever the hell that shit is, but
Sam
I hope he feels good, because you want to leave the game of hockey feeling good. I had to leave fucking.
I felt awful. My back hurt.
Yeah, my knee was in one.
My hands. I felt awful.
So I just want to see guys when they leave the game be healthy, hang with your kids, and it's just, we got a whole other life to live when you leave the game. But congrats to him. I like that guy's a player.
Hey, and save your fucking money, boys. Save your fucking money. Trust me. Hey, don't be spending it out there. Last but not least, we talk about style a lot here on Missin Curfew. Tyler Bertuzzi, I caught Austin Matthews talking about today. Matthews had some sick hat on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that his own hat?
Yeah, the T.
Or is it Travis Matthews? I don't know. It just looked like a nice M. I don't know if it's his own line or... He looked sick, though. Speaking of style.
It was an M, right?
It was an M.
Yeah, that's his shit. It should be his
It should be his shit.
Let's send him some stuff.
Tyler Bertuzzi, I saw his twig last week. He's got no fucking tape on the knob. And he has one stick of, like, camo tape. Imagine playing without a knob, Uppy.
I can't.
It'd be good for butt ending guys, but
no, what do your glove gets all swampy? What are you gripping on? Does he spray a little tacky on there?
He's got to put something, like, remember how you put
what if it just got up in someone's grill though, just no tape?
That's the first thing I thought. That'd be great for a butt end. Just fucking jam it right there, like right in his teeth. Right,
you heard it here, folks.
I don't know. He must. You used to do that though, right? Where you get the tape and you put it on your stick like that.
For
he must
sure.
Put that on his knob or something, because
sticky stick.
It would be so loose, man.
I know.
Listen,
how do you have soft hands and no tape on your...
He's a good player, but his style is suspect. But I just thought Matthews was like talking about. He's like, I don't even know how this guy plays.
That's one guy having the best style to one guy just having arguably the worst.
Yeah. I can't wait to break down the preview show with you next week.
It'll be fun.
We're going to talk Leafs. We're going to talk all the teams. All I got to say, up dog. Oh yeah.
What do you got to say?
I got to say, go Jays.
Fucking yeah.
Come on, Jays. Chappie, let's fucking go,
baby.
boys.
I do want to shout out one day or one time.
Yeah.
One day, Jesus. My brother Brento got out of ACL surgery today, successful surgery, his second on his knee.
Whoa.
But I wish him the best. He's listening. He'll be driving home from Edmonton with
The
his
captain
with
of
his
top
lovely
team.
girl Shannon. But I wanted to shout out to him. Be strong. Don't
Elevate
don't
that
eat all
leg.
the meds.
Hey, listen, put the fucking Brento, put your feet up. They got the Jays game on.
Totally.
Have a couple cold Labatt Blues. You know?
Yeah,
Take
that
some
you'll be,
meditation to give
you'll
you-
be as good as new. You'll be back out on the ice soon enough.
Yeah, well said. Up dog. Maxie, Alex, thank you. That was Missin Curfew.
Fellas.
Fella.